Wanted to make some cute, round magnetic stickers, and I knew just the way to do it. I'd use Canva to design them, a magnetic sticker sheet, and my silhouette portrait plotter to cut them out. It seemed straightforward, and I was sure I could get it done in a flash. The first step was to create my designs in Canva. I decided on four simple, cute designs, all in a circle shape. I'm no graphic designer, but Canva makes it so easy. Wanted to make some cute, round magnetic stickers, and I knew just the way to do it. I'd use Canva to design them, a magnetic sticker sheet, and my silhouette portrait plotter to cut them out. It seemed straightforward, and I was sure I could get it done in a flash. The first step was to create my designs in Canva. I decided on four simple, cute designs, all in a circle shape. I'm no graphic designer, but Canva makes it so easy.
Hey there, creative friends! I'm so glad you're joining me today. If you've ever had a project that didn't go quite as planned, you're in the right place. Today, I want to share my journey from a little hiccup to a successful creation of cute, round magnetic stickers. It's a story about perseverance, creativity, and the joy of making something special. So let's dive in. I had this brilliant idea to make some adorable magnetic stickers. I envisioned them brightening up my fridge and bringing a smile to anyone who saw them. I knew exactly how I wanted to do it. I'd use Canva for the designs, a magnetic sticker sheet, and my trusty silhouette portrait plotter to cut them out. It all seemed so straightforward, and I was confident I could whip them up in no time. The first step was to create my designs in Canva. I decided on four simple, cute designs all in a circle shape. Now, I'm no graphic designer, but Canva makes it incredibly easy for anyone to create beautiful graphics. I quickly got to work pouring my ideas into the designs. I chose bright colors and playful images that reflected my personality and the vibe I wanted to share. As I was designing, I felt a rush of excitement. Each design came to life, and I could already picture them on my fridge. But then, as I was finalizing my designs, I realized I hadn't double-checked the dimensions for the magnetic sticker sheets. I quickly scrambled to find the right measurements, and that's when I hit my first snag. My designs were too big for the sheets I had ordered. At that moment, I felt a wave of frustration wash over me. I had envisioned this project going smoothly, and here I was, facing a setback. But instead of letting it get me down, I took a deep breath and reminded myself that every great project has its challenges. I decided to take this as an opportunity to learn and adapt. I went back to Canva and resized my designs, ensuring they would fit perfectly on the magnetic sheets. It took a little extra time, but I was determined to make it work. Once I had everything adjusted, I felt a renewed sense of motivation. I was ready to move on to the next step, printing and cutting. I carefully printed my designs onto the magnetic sticker sheets, feeling a mix of anticipation and nervousness. Would they turn out as cute as I imagined? As the printer whirred to life, I watched with bated breath. When the sheets finally came out, I was thrilled. The colors were vibrant and the designs looked just as I had hoped. Next up was the cutting process with my silhouette portrait plotter. I set everything up, ensuring the machine was calibrated correctly. I pressed cut and watched as the plotter worked its magic. But just as I was getting comfortable, I encountered another hiccup. The machine jammed. My heart sank as I realized I would have to troubleshoot this issue. Instead of panicking, I took a moment to gather my thoughts. I remembered that every challenge is a chance to grow. I carefully opened the machine, cleared the jam, and reloaded the sheets. With a few adjustments, I was back in business. This time, the plotter cut through the sheets like a dream, and I couldn't help but smile as I saw my designs take shape. Finally, the moment of truth arrived. I peeled the stickers off the sheets, and to my delight, they looked fantastic. Each round sticker was a little piece of joy, ready to be displayed. I couldn't wait to share them with my friends and family. Reflecting on this journey, I realized that the bumps along the way were just part of the creative process. Each setback taught me something valuable about patience, problem solving, and the importance of staying positive. I learned that it's okay to face challenges. What matters is how we respond to them. So, if you're working on a project and things aren't going as planned, remember that it's all part of the journey. Embrace the challenges, learn from them, and keep pushing forward. You might just surprise yourself with what you can create. Thank you so much for joining me today and for being part of this creative adventure. If you enjoyed this story and want to see more projects like this, don't forget to follow or subscribe. Let's keep inspiring each other to create and explore. Until next time, happy crafting. creative friends! Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to share a journey that many of us can relate to, the path from uncertainty and setbacks to success. It's a story about my recent project involving sticker magnetic sheets, and I hope it inspires you to push through your own challenges. So let's dive in. When I first started this project, I was filled with excitement but also a fair amount of concern. The idea of using magnetic sheets for my stickers was intriguing, but I couldn't shake the feeling of doubt about how well they would hold up. Would the magnetism be strong enough? Would my designs come out as I envisioned? Despite these worries, I decided to take the plunge and move forward. Sometimes you just have to trust the process and believe in your vision. The next step was to cut out the designs using my trusty Silhouette portrait plotter. I carefully loaded the printed sheet into the plotter, feeling a mix of anticipation and anxiety. I sent the file to the Silhouette Go app, and that's when the nerves really kicked in. In the past, I had faced some frustrating moments where the plotter didn't cut exactly where I wanted it to. I'd often find parts of my design uncut or, worse, cut into the wrong spot entirely. It was disheartening, to say the least. But this time, I was determined to make it work. I had spent hours researching and experimenting with different settings, and I finally felt like I had a handle on it. I adjusted the blade depth, the speed and the pressure, making sure everything was just right. As I pressed the button to start the cutting process, I held my breath, hoping that all my efforts would pay off. And guess what? It did! As the plotter whirred to life, I watched in awe as it glided smoothly across the sheet, cutting precisely along the lines I had designed. The moment I lifted the cut pieces from the mat, I felt a rush of joy and relief. It was a small victory, but it meant the world to me. I had faced my fears, learned from my past mistakes, and achieved something I was proud of. This experience taught me a valuable lesson. Sometimes, the road to success is paved with failures and doubts. It's easy to let fear hold us back. But when we push through and embrace the challenges, we often find that we're capable of so much more than we realize. Each setback is an opportunity to learn and grow, and every small victory is a step closer to our goals. As I continued with my project, I felt a renewed sense of confidence. I was excited to see how the magnetic stickers would turn out, and I couldn't wait to share them with all of you. The process of creating something from scratch, overcoming obstacles, and ultimately succeeding is incredibly fulfilling. It reminds us that persistence and passion can lead to amazing outcomes. Thank you for joining me on this journey today. I hope my story resonates with you and encourages you to embrace your own creative endeavors, no matter the challenges you face. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to the channel for more inspiring content. Your support means the world to me. Until next time, keep creating and believing in yourself. Hey there, creative minds! Welcome back to our channel where we turn ideas into reality. Today I want to share a journey that many of us can relate to, the path from a setback to a successful project. Not too long ago, I embarked on a fun project involving magnetic sticker sheets. Initially, I was excited about using a badge maker to create some unique designs. However, as I dove deeper into the process, I realized that I didn't actually need the badge maker at all. Sometimes the simplest solutions are the most effective. This revelation led me to focus solely on the magnetic sticker sheets. I learned that the quality of the materials can make a huge difference in the final product. So for my next order, I'm planning to invest in higher quality magnetic sticker sheets from Amazon or Temu. It's all about finding the right tools to bring your vision to life. Remember, every project comes with its own set of challenges. What matters is how we adapt and learn from those experiences. Embrace the journey, and don't be afraid to pivot when things don't go as planned. I hope my story inspires you to keep pushing forward, even when you hit a bump in the road. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more creative tips and insights. Thank you for joining me today, and I can't wait to see what you create next.
I aimed to create charming, round magnetic stickers and had a clear plan. I would utilize Canva for the design, employ a magnetic sticker sheet, and rely on my silhouette portrait plotter for precise cutting. The process appeared simple and efficient. My first task would involve crafting the design, ensuring it reflected the adorable aesthetic I envisioned for the final product. With determination, I anticipated swift completion of this creative project.